find milk
fake
after all
ambush
this.
Drake.
Yeah, fake
After all
ambush
this
Drake
death.
just coming out. Wow!
I was in the robot one the whole time.
Freaking Rambo. He's looking with a bandana.
Shooting naked, it'll burn me.
I got an even better visual. Give me a second. And in general,
Ah. Yeah, I could full Tristana.
Okay, I'm good now.
Sounded divine.
I know League's a shock to the system, Ion.
Okay. I think everything is good.
Alrighty. So here we are. Now everybody but a certain milky person can roll a d20 for me to start off today's game. Uh-huh. 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 These are rolls, guys.
Listen,
we're getting them out early.
I am all
You
about
want-
my modifier, alright?
I know. No, you're not.
This scares me because I got to keep my low roll.
You don't do anything now.
No, but I can't get my bad roll out of my system right now.
Mizu, don't forget to swap to Harvey.
Oh, thank you. Whoa.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
what that was.
1d1. Aw, dude, you got a nat 1.
Got that one on a one-sided die.
Very sneaky.
So is that a crit or is that a crit fail? Or is it
Yes.
both?
I think that's just a yes.
Don't yes me, Nero.
That's when you just college a satire your way to
there we go.
fucking victory.
Mm. So, Senor Harvey Featherfall, why don't you explain to your compatriots what went down last week?
Were you about to call me Birdman? That's racist.
What?
All right.
I mean, I thought it very loudly.
The way I reckon it, we traveled to the.
You don't need to do the character voice yet. Please don't. I need sanity.
You're welcome.
No, you don't.
The way I reckon it, last I checked, we went to the mill. After taking out the bandits on the outside, once we got in, everybody but Harvey was ambushed because Harvey was standing guard, but it turns out they could have used his help on the inside, which he eventually did come and help. Nobody died, but everybody got pretty hurt. Afterwards, we made our way back to the keep with nobody, because it was all an ambush. Once we did find some people on the way back, and we did assist them. I believe did we take another captive? Oh, we also met the guard. They came back to help us, sort of. They arrived. When we got back to the keep, essentially it was assault. We got like an hour of rest, and then we were assaulted. We were able to hold off, and then the dragon came and spoke to us and asked us to take down the bandits that we believe are controlling it.
No, he asked you. He didn't ask you. He demanded you get a gem for him.
He very strongly suggested it was in our best interest to get a gem for him, which us wanting to live decided we might take cotton to that. So we went back in, but right before we were about to finally rest, one of us were called out to a major battle, a one-on-one in a battle of brawn and strength, and I guess tactics, though a circle pit isn't really what I'd consider a tactical fight. But Prixicon put up his best fight against a half-dragon, not to be confused with the Dragonborn because of a tail and all. Can't fool us clever folk.
Also, one was born in a parallel universe, one wasn't.
Sure. Of course I knew that. And there was a big brawl. He didn't kill Prixicon. Surprisingly, he seems to have some type of code or honor. But after the fight, as keeping to his word, he did release the captives he had, and let Prixicon live. And we got Prixicon, made sure he was okay, and we felt invigorated. And we do have to go find some type of gemstone. Also, at some point, we need to find Milk, because Milk has been gone for days. Well, a few hours at this point. We hope they're alive. We're not really sure. We haven't really had a chance to like sleep in
No.
18 hours plus lots of fights. And that's been all day so far. And yourself, sir?
Yeah, you pretty much got it.
Hey, I pay attention.
Mostly. Yes. So basically, all that kind of stuff happened. The family, the extended family of one of a sergeant of the militia was rescued, and they carried Prixicon's unconscious body back into the keep. You guys all swarmed around him, and then you were finally able to get the well-deserved rest because it is like 4 in the morning now. And as you guys brought his body in, uh, basically all of the raiders have left, and you guys go very, very hard to sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm just unconscious, resting that way.
Yeah,
That's a way to, yeah. Unconscious, it's just another way to sleep.
yeah.
Dead, another way to sleep.
And then 5 minutes in, all the spellcasters get slapped in the face. They don't get their lunch out.
That was the scariest thing I've heard. Probably.
Yeah, like at this point, I'm not even surprised. I'm like, just beat me up.
8 gargantuan dragons just land on the keep, killing everybody except for the spellcasters who just get woken up, and the dragons look at them and they're just like, "You are never allowed to sleep."
Mm-hmm.
I should have gone elf.
But yes, you all basically like the townsfolk basically help get you back, get most of the party back to the tavern. Rhoda, you can go to your own home.
It's
You
still
guys,
there?
no, yeah, they didn't. That was the thing. The fires are starting to go out. The houses didn't burn down. They weren't. They were just on fire.
I don't know where my shop is or my house is, but I'm claiming this one.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll say that that is your shop. And then these guys get to go down here. And you all crash hard into your beds.
Yay.
Um, yes. Basically, you guys being so tired and so overworked, you basically sleep the day away. As all of us gamers do because we are bad with sleep schedules.
Oh, so I was carried unconscious to the bar.
Yes, you were basically all you were. And yeah, so you guys will basically wake up on a following day, completely rested. Prixicon, your body is stiff and sore, and it hurts like a motherfucker. Everybody else, you are also sore for various reasons. But yes, you all
I'm
awake. Yes, okay, fine. Clings, you're fine.
All right, I'm going to prepare my spells.
Yes. So you, I believe I think I told you how many you get to prepare. So basically, you get to prepare your wizard spells. You get to prepare all but one of them. And your artificer spells. I had the list of how many you had available. I think it's 5. I think you get to prepare 5 now.
Yay.
because it's half your artificer level rounded down plus your modifier.
Int plus half int artificer rounded down. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. So yeah, you get to prepare 5 spells. 5 of your artificer spells and 5 and 5 of your wizard spells.
Look,
And then Rhoda, when you wake up, you can perform your own rituals, and you can prepare up to 7 of your cleric spells.
Yeah. Plus all those fun, always prepared ones I have.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that.
They're there.
You don't need to worry about that. Um,
can I
Prixicon,
prepare
you
Featherfall?
do you have Featherfall?
I do.
Then sure.
Seems cliche.
I mean, it's
I
her
mean-
name.
Yeah, but it also works on other people.
That's fair.
Prixicon, Clinks, and Maxine, you all prepare your weapons for the day.
I reload my dagger.
You reload-
I mean, I do sharpen my sword after last night's use.
Yes.
Damn. Does your dagger have an extended mag?
It
Nah,
does. It also has scope.
Nah, it's got a silencer.
Whoa.
Clever.
But yeah, so you guys all arise. As of last session, most of you have your subclass now
Mm-hmm.
as well. So let's see. Rhoda, you had your subclass to begin with, so you are just basically more in touch with your own divine rituals and whatnot to Salune, allowing you to cast your second level spells. Harvey, you're a mishmash of I hate the DM.
Just wait till we get to next level.
I don't want to. I hate you. I hate you so much. Um,
Why do I feel like he went divination?
I haven't gone my next level of wizard yet. I'm
yeah,
waiting.
he's a 2 artificer, 1 wizard. So now I have a feeling I'm gonna get a level 2/2, and I'm gonna have to deal with that bull crap. But yes, so we're gonna start. So Prixicon, having woken up and started tending to your gear, why don't you describe how it is that you basically come by your new abilities, since this is a very special level for you.
Well, let's see. One of them is just a thing that a skill proficiency, so that one's getting ignored for a bit.
Yeah, that's just you can do that for now.
For the second one, after I finish sharpening my sword, and rather than first, rather than going for any food or such, I go outside to get my body used to not being hurt.
Yeah.
Again,
Do your stretchies.
stretches and start practicing. And with that, I start thinking about the duel,
Mm-hmm.
and the movements start picking up pace, getting more and more accurate, for lack of better phrasing. And for just a few hints, I'm just gonna put myself outside. For just a few split seconds, there's a hint of enjoying it, like the thought of the duel,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and he just pauses for a second at the realization. Is, not sure if I should be concerned about that.
I like putting my life on the line.
And just after checking over the sword, sheath it, and then head back inside to get some food,
Mhm.
some to drink.
Okay. Um, so while you're doing that, Maxine, why don't you describe your the evolution of your abilities to where they are now for your specialties?
So I go outside, find a dope Sherlock Holmes hat, put it on, and I go investigate and find Moriarty.
Oh, nice.
Hey, where
Just
is the
don't do cocaine like real.
Everybody's got these really magical, like, learnings and things, and Maxine's like, I found a hat.
Exactly. Guys, look what I found by the river.
Where is that picture of a rock for it to fall?
Oh, that's rude.
Oh.
So basically, Maxine is gonna go outside
Mhm.
and like head a bit away from everybody, like into the wilderness ish, as far as you can get wilderness and flat plains.
Mhm.
And she's actually gonna open up her grandfather's family tome and start reading it to get more insight on exactly what she's supposed to be doing and what her family lineage job means.
Okay. Okay.
And start discovering new things like how to tell. Okay, that's so rude. That's a giant rock. I'm such a small person.
Here comes Chris Redfield.
I mean, I can hit you with a planet
That's
instead.
a whole planet. I think that was the entire plot of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, relax, Sephiroth.
Yeah, this is the whole. This is the plot.
Oh, I become the sun. Cool, guys. I'm a celestial body. Don't know how that. My
There's a
subclass
joke there
gave me
to
that.
make.
Right? I was thinking so too.
Well, you are quite stellar.
Ah.
That was the most appropriate joke you could have made.
Yay.
All right, this is the sound of me putting my headphones down and walking away.
Okay, you guys. So the next thing that happens.
But yeah, okay. So you start going through. You start going through your grandfather's tome, picking up his old tips and tricks and whatnot, and getting more of accustomed to the skill set being used in the way that you should be. The family would like you to use them, and not in the ways that you have used them in the past.
Jeez, you're a criminal once, and everyone in your family disowns you. Yes.
Okay. So then, while you do that, uh, Clinks, while Prixicon and Maxine are out and about doing their things for the time being, you get an urge to go out and walk around, get some quick exercise by the stream, both just a nagging urge and old lifestyle trainings coming up. And uh as you're walking down the stream, you look into the trees, and a uh a little thing crawls down one of the trees and just is staring at you. It is a nice looking lizard friend. He's just staring at you, and then goes blip.
Greg, where have you been, you bastard? We could have used you before. Wandering around like before. Can't get over here.
You
There
just
he is.
you just see whatever the equivalent to a lizard shrug is.
Greg,
Uh,
don't be like that. Come over here.
as you reach out for him, you actually do notice something different from the last time you saw him. You notice these intricate, like, green swirls across his body.
Oh.
They kind of look like they're forming like this strange pattern across his body, but And you think at one point you see them kind of like glow real quick. But then you just disregard it and you head back into the tavern.
He's looking especially handsome today.
Sure. um, and then yeah. Um, and then as you guys all are doing that, Rhoda, are you staying in your home? Are you heading over to the tavern to see these guys?
No,
What's your
I
plan?
figured I'd probably do, because I went to bed pretty quick after the whole situation. I'd probably make like just a cursory glance around town. Um, Today I prepared create water,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to have to cast it if I don't have to because it's first level spell. But also purify food and drink, just in case there were people that needed help. So I'm just gonna make sure like nobody's like horribly dying real
Okay.
quick.
Um,
And once I get a good idea of that, if everything's good, I'll head down there to check in.
I will say, as you start walking out of your house, you do notice, yeah, they looted the shit out of you.
Oh,
You're
That's
missing you miss a lot of,
unfortunate.
you're missing a lot of that good herb.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And your house only has some fire damage.
Oh, good, good. Yeah.
Yay.
I guess I'll go. Do we have any money? Do I have any money? I have
I mean,
money.
should.
you guys found stuff.
I'm gonna have to go to the church and donate some of my money to the relief effort.
I mean, if that's what you want to do,
It's what I should do.
it's, it's whatever you want to do, miss. I chose to live in this community for 50 years
Yes,
after they took me in.
they took
so
me
yes.
in.
So yeah, go ahead.
I owe
I'm
them.
not. Then go ahead. Go do it.
I would assume that whatever relief efforts are existing would probably go towards repairing everybody's buildings. So I'm gonna go put in money so that
Yeah,
building
yeah.
can
You
also
would
be
you would know
repaired.
that. You would know that basically, like whenever there's a disaster like this, that yeah, it pretty much goes to helping the community as a whole.
I will pay 11 gold to the disaster fund.
They're like, oh shit, because this is fantasy times and
I hope
just
the other business
a
owners have money to put in. Like shit.
Probably stolen from all them anyway.
I mean, it was just found off the guys who were looting all of these guys, so.
So they got their money back.
Yes.
Then yeah. We'll say you spend like an hour or two. You go around, you help some people out with some basic needs and whatnot. You go to the church, you do your donation, and then yeah. So then you head over and start to join everybody.
Yep.
Do.
Oh, thanks.
And then you open the doors and like cheers. Everybody's like, "It's Rhoda!"
No, I don't like that. Let's shut the door and try it again.
And then you walk back in. Everybody's like, "Oh God, it's Rhoda."
Oh, okay, thank God.
They're
Oh,
like,
it's
"Okay."
just Rhoda.
Yeah.
They're just like, "Ugh, that one."
Is there
And then they look
lizard
at
here?
and then they look at everybody else in the party and they wink.
Is there lizard here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wink.
Wink, as in like we know she doesn't like it, so
Jinx is in the corner, just
we're not
playing
really-
around with Greg,
Greg
is-
is a big boy.
is much larger than he was last time.
Yes,
saw him.
that's the other thing. He is much larger.
But
Whereas-
Clinks doesn't care. He's still
Yeah.
Greg.
But you know that's
Uh,
Greg.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg used to be tiny. Greg is now a medium beast. He's very big.
Are you gonna get him a saddle?
Yeah.
Or mounted combat's always really good.
Okay, Cavalier.
Can he fit two smalls on him?
No, you can get one small on him.
Are you gonna get him a saddle or not?
I reckon I could craft a saddle for a lizard. Seems strange, but I could do it.
You just see Greg squint at all of you and is like, please please don't talk about this now.
I in the time while we're, I guess everybody's still talking, I'm gonna take everything that I can and put it in my bag of holding.
You have a bag of. Oh, did you make it?
I
Oh.
made a bag of holding.
That's what I meant. That's what I needed to do. So yes, so you do have your 2 active infusions right now. Why don't you describe how you turn your pouch into a bag of what does the infusions look like that transform these objects into magical objects?
I
Please
sort
be
of want
like
to
a
do
stage
like
magician.
I sort of, yeah. Actually, that'd be really good. I kind of wanted to do like a 40k orc thing where I spit on my hand, I rubbed it together, and then I took dirt and put it on the bag and turned it into a bag of holding. We'll do
That's
something.
I mean that's not very artificery.
No, no, no. I'll do something. I'll do something more thematic. All
So
right.
get that Warhammer crap out of here.
So Harvey was looking at his bag and looking at his tools. He's like, I need more space for these things. So he remembered some magic he saw that was just straight up utility magic, and he was like, I wonder. And so thinking, he took his let me see. I believe I need that master tool. That'd be great to have right now. So he took his thieves tools and his carpenter tools and his smith tools and magicked them up and just started working inside of his bag. And what he had was what he was able to create with his magic was this bag of holding. He was like, well, I don't want to charge so much for these. That seemed pretty effortless.
So basically, you made a removable bag of holding lining
Yep.
and put it on the inside of the bag. Okay.
Um, and
Only just because you remove them at times. That's why I gotta ask.
oh yeah, yeah. Um, and then he grabbed a stick. He grabbed a stick using a smithing tool. He shaved it down. He You know what's weird? I don't even know detect magic. I can't even be like I magic detect magic into this stick.
I specifically didn't prepare it because the back of my brain was like, Harvey'll cast detect magic for me.
All right, then.
Oh wait, no,
I
no,
mean,
sorry. My artificer does know detect magic. Sorry. Okay,
yeah.
so I guess just pulling it from my memory, um, I was able to enchant
Wait.
this stick.
Well, I was gonna say, remember with like the infusions, you're attaching something to make it magic. So like you could like do like a quick craft of like an attachable crystal to this stick that whenever you use it and you wave it over magic, it lights up. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Because the artificer, unlike wizard, isn't like I'm casting from a book. It's you are making a thing to do a magic.
So he actually pulls a feather from himself, and
Okay.
he uses that as an focus for his detect magic to be channeled through the stick, which is I guess now a wand. So the wand. And that's how Harvey crafted a stick and a bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, after I finish crafting those things, I do try and help repair the doors with just general carpentry skills and I guess mending.
Okay. Okay. And then when that happens, you see Rhoda walk in.
Oh, howdy.
Evening.
So, and now that everybody's here, I guess we should talk about our next steps, like finding poor milk somewhere out there and a crystal.
There's just a bit of paper crinkling as Prexicon holds up the paper he was left with.
Did,
Y-
did you
Yeah.
did you make a point of doing it?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You all see a note that says, "We have your friend."
Oh
however,
no.
it's either the thing we discussed on the way here, or it's milk.
Oh. Well,
place your bets.
I'm not much of a gambling man,
Does the
but
paper
if I
have a
had to
map?
guess, unfortunately, I don't. I look around. I look around. I look to the mayor. Mayor, do you have a spare map? Because I feel like we're gonna be needing it.
There's no mayor here. You're in the
We're in
tavern.
the pub.
Oh, I thought we were in the keep still.
No, you went to the tavern where your beds are.
That makes a lot more sense. God, I was just sleeping on my wings. Okay, I
I mean,
go.
it was 4 in the morning. You were very tired. You almost got eaten by a dragon.
I don't like to think about that part. Um, I reckon we should
I
go.
like to think about that part.
Is there a general store here
Mhm.
around these parts?
Yeah, there's like a general supply store.
I
It
go,
has
Rhoda. Do you
been-
think the store would be open again yet?
It has been partially burnt down.
So it's partially still up.
Possibly.
Well,
We could look.
I think it's worth a check. Other than that, I don't think going out aimlessly is the best move. Even though, not
The-
gonna lie, that was most of what we did up until this moment.
The paper that Prixicon has, does that have any further information on it, or is it just like we're villains?
It's basically
It was,
It's basically he were villains.
but it does
Oh.
give the direction of south.
That's
That's a big.
just where you are. Go down.
Yeah.
I mean, if I recall correctly on the map, there's quite a few mountains south, right?
There's a lot south.
Oh no. Okay. We're down here.
So
You got all that.
Mm-hmm.
What if they're all the way in Amina?
They're not. I can tell you, they're not nom.
They're not in Amina. Okay.
They're not nom.
How did you pronounce?
I'm gonna keep calling it Amina.
Please don't.
That sounds like something entirely else.
Anima farming.
I would not like to go into
You're-
farming.
You're tied up and captured. No talking.
Our DM is me this week.
You're grading me. I was gonna go to sleep. But no, yeah, it's. I mean, there are, if nothing else, you would know. Hey, when people leave areas, they generally leave tracks, and you have a ranger.
Try.
Just gonna assume that this ranger can track. Oh no, he's.
The ranger
I mean,
is
anybody
like
can
really
really try.
preoccupied with her new friend.
I'm just still in the corner, just giving him belly rubs, and
Yeah.
Greg's all rolled up on his back. I'm like, what? What? I can
Even if we
track,
can
I
track,
guess.
I
Yep.
think we should try and find. I reckon we should try and find a map first, even if Clinks can track.
Yeah.
I know some of the area outside the city, but not too far.
Tiny BRB, guys. Keep at it and stuff.
What?
Can we try and find a general store first before we have Clinks track him down like a bloodhound?
Sound like a good idea to me.
Yeah, sure, why not? Worst comes to worst, the general store didn't have it, and we're back to square one.
Yeah.
So
We have a solid fallback.
It's as you guys finish this conversation, the door to the tavern swings open, and a wizard drops a fireball.
oh god.
Ugh. I mean, if he got hit by it at the very least.
Nah, evocation, you automatically pass. Fire shield. No, and in walks Governor Nighthill and Escobert, the seneschal. And he looks at you and goes, "Ah, good. You're all in one place. That makes this a lot easier than me trying to track all of you down." he will walk up to the bar, and the bartender, the tavern owner, will slide him over a drink, and he's like, "Ah, yes, good cold milk on a nice day." Um, and he looks at you and goes, "So, I and the other leaders of the town discuss things after you all return to your homes, or return to your home and return to the tavern. We have a proposal, if you are willing to hear.
I mean, I reckon we're willing to hear, but we do have matters that we must attend to.
It involves the people who attacked us.
All right. Uh, I reckon that keeps us aligned. Go on.
We want to know who did this and why. We know the general direction that the raiders retreated into, and we are willing to pay you all for finding them and finding out why they targeted us so harshly and who it was that targeted us. And along with a few other crucial bits of information.
All right. What other crucial bits of information are you requesting aside from that?
General things, where their camp is, how many there are, their leaders, why they attacked, where they plan to attack next, things that we can send to allies to assist in tracking these brigands down and dealing with them.
Just as a reminder, he told me his name, right? The half
Who?
dragon.
Yes. It was his name was
Langdodros Cyanrath. I just wanted to
yes.
make sure in
Yes.
character.
Yeah. No, he basically, that's how they started. He started the duel. He introduced himself to you, or he called him his name out to everybody, but then he reintroduced himself to you specifically at the start of your duel.
Well, the one I dueled for the hostages. His name Langdodros Cyanrath. Ring any bells?
No, that was the first time I had ever even seen a half dragon. Um,
Well, we don't know the name of the other, but there was one that.
yes, the woman.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was up in the tower with you guys when you saw her.
They both have a similar purple armor look. So.
But yes,
And
so he was just gonna say, but yes, just so you, if it helps, we're willing to offer you all a sum of 250 gold apiece, to find all of this information out, and we are willing to supply you with whatever supplies you will need to track them down.
that's mighty kind.
I agree. That is mighty kind.
Hmm.
I'm willing to
Alright.
take him up on his offer.
Just lean in to Harvey. They would tell him about our investigations.
Mm. I look to him. I'm like, I don't know that the information does them any good.
How quiet are you being?
Actual whispering.
I was gonna say, because you are a very tall man leaning down to to an owl and being like,
Don't worry,
"Hey,
we're sitting.
hey."
I'm a medium-sized owl. I chose medium.
Your medium is still 4 feet.
It's not. I'm not that short. But
I'm
How
just
tall are you?
I'm just asking, because
I
it is a close group of people sitting around you.
I mean, all he asked was about our investigation. It doesn't necessarily give away anything. But I go, I do say to Prixicon, I'm like, I don't know that the information helps them, but we could do a lot. We could get a lot farther with a little bit of extra assistance, sponsorship, if you will.
Hmm.
But I definitely think since we're on that way anyway, we take them up on the offer.
I do agree on that.
If it does become pertinent, then on our way back, once we relay the information, we can express that. And if they feel cheated in any way, well, we just helped save the town and all the people we could. So I don't know that they have a strong right to be.
Hmm. That's that.
I do wait for everybody else to see if they're.
Yeah, he'll look around and
I don't speak for
he'll
everybody.
yeah, he looks around and just goes, "So, uh, what are your thoughts on this?" And he kind of just like looks at everybody, waiting to hear their response.
Sorry, I missed the exposition. Is this a local dude or is this a different dude?
This is
This
this is the governor,
Oh.
governor.
Oh, okay, Governor.
Governor Nighthill,
Yeah.
and Escobert, who came in and was like, "Hey, we'll pay you to find all of the information out."
Yep. That's why Harvey's here actually to find out all the stuff about the dragons. So he doesn't tell him that. He's like, "Yeah, I'm down. Let's
See,
do
So
it."
there's
I do find it hilarious that you all have a relatively kind of similar goal, but you two are the only two who have shared that information.
there are 5 or 6 of us, theoretically. That's like 1,000 golds or more.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make more sense? And I'll just say, Governor Nighthill, wouldn't that money be better served helping the community?
It would do us a lot of good, yes, but this is also a very important task that doesn't just affect us, but it affects all of our neighbors. We find it to be very important. A decent amount of this is going to be coming out of my own pocket from my old and he looks down at Escobar, or I should say our pockets from our old adventuring days. But if you do take this and you do not wish your share and you wish to donate to the cause of the town, we won't say no, but we are offering you what we feel the job is deserving, especially for how dangerous it could be.
You're not wrong. I mean, obviously, I'm in. Like that, you probably wouldn't have to ask me twice.
Maxine like kind of gives a shrug, and she's like, "Yeah, okay."
If I'm not mistaken, Harvey has already agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Clanks,
Yeah.
Yes.
you wanna go figure out who did all this and track them down and do all that
Earn a
fun stuff?
buttload of gold.
It sounds like a good plan to me.
All right, the goblins in. We're in.
I wouldn't happen to have a map we could use, would you?
I have a general map of the area that I can give to you.
Would you be able to? Wrong place. Would you be
If
able to spare some rations?
as I said, we can outfit you with everything you'll need.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Um, he says just discuss amongst yourselves what you will require. Let let one of us know, and we will have it sent here.
All right, I reckon that makes sense.
So yeah, and then he'll nod and he goes, "I will go prepare things with the other leaders and get everything and await your needs, your supply needs." And him and Escobert will down their chalky milk and leave. It's 9 in the morning. You're not gonna drink beer at 9 in the morning.
I thought we slept through half the day.
I say you slept through the whole day, as in you guys were asleep
like
for
one
a
whole
day.
24 hours and a half.
You basically were asleep for a day.
Okay.
So, well, I guess we can make a small list of things we need. Like we'll need food. Does everybody have?
Please give us everything in your general store.
Yeah. I'm like, what can I ask for?
What do y'all figure we'll be needing? We should ask them to have a diamond worth 50 gold.
Yeah.
Looks at list. Are you fucking crazy?
I guess with my new lizard companion being so big, I could get some saddlebags for him or something like that, so he could carry some stuff.
All right. So
You
Lighten our
get a
burdens.
very incredulous look.
Oh, Greg, shut up.
all right, we'll ask for some saddlebags.
Squint.
Like
Some
with a saddle,
food?
right?
Well, not necessarily, but
Okay.
Stop
I
trying
mean,
to make the goblin ride the lizard.
We'll get a saddle, and whoever can use it for whatever they want to use it for, no questions asked. We'll just ask for a saddle. We have it.
See, we need a map.
A map. Does everybody? It might be best for the country bird not to ask everybody has rope.
Ooh, that's not great.
that's dark.
Can anybody else think of anything we might need?
Food.
Rations.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
anything, just the one thing outside of any other like supplies you think you're going to need is to remember you need at least 1 pound of food per day, or which also counts as 1 daily ration, and you need 1 gallon of water per day before you start hitting exhaustion levels, depending on things.
I wonder if he has a magical mayonnaise creating machine.
You are never getting anything mayonnaise related in this campaign.
Oh.
Only
Come
just because,
on.
only just because you made me ill in the last one.
You should hobby. Wait, I'm an artificer. I just need materials. All right.
So like oil and eggs.
It's fine. It's fine.
So we just need a chicken.
But yeah, so basically, their job being find the camp, find how many, find their leaders, why they did all of this, where they're going next. So whatever you think you're gonna end up needing for it.
Can we get a bag of sand?
Sure.
We can ask. Brixicon,
I mean, you could also
Only
just like
gunpowder.
scoop up some sand.
Yeah.
do
Need
you
a barrel of gunpowder.
a barrel of gunpowder?
Yeah, no.
Do they have gunpowder?
There is a thing called smoke powder, but it is very rare and very volatile. It is created by gnomes who blew themselves up half the time and was a gift from their gnomish god.
So they don't have any.
No.
Okay.
Waterdeep.
You're-
I will tell you as a lawyer man from Waterdeep, Waterdeep had smoke powder because the gangs used them in their pistols.
I want some
Ooh.
chalk.
All right. Chalk.
so you were about to ask me something?
Right. Manacles. How many did you get your manacles back?
No.
All right, then we're gonna need manacles. Manacles seem like a good idea.
Is the governor still here?
No, he left.
No, we're making a list.
Can I get a mirror?
A mirror?
Yeah.
I'll ask again. I can't tell
We'll
you
just be
guys
on the
what
list.
to
You're
do.
writing the list.
While you're making that list, give me a second. I'm gonna head over to the keep to, get my tool back.
All right, so I'm just gonna put this forward. When we start with this list, we're gonna ask for the important stuff, and then after they get the important stuff, we'll ask for the other things like map and food, and then after that, we'll ask for things like saddlebags and a saddle.
No, all
And
these are important things.
varying. I feel like they have varying levels of importance.
Also, Alice will be able to move her character now that I moved mine.
Food, map, storage space.
Map you are getting. He did say he would give you his map.
What do you mean by storage space?
Bags for the lizard.
Why are you so obsessed with this?
I'm gonna ask.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna say.
it's either get bags for the lizard or ask for a donkey.
Why do you need that?
We need to carry things. Why wouldn't we carry things?
Why do you specifically need saddles for a lizard to do that? You have pockets. You have a back.
Well,
You have
it's
a
extra
backpack.
carry space.
Oh, I do express, guys. If we need to, we can ask for as much stuff as we want. I have a bag of holding. I do bring that up. I'm not saying we have
like
to use
a
it.
permanent situation.
It depends on what we need.
So some days we might empty the bag out and turn it into something else. Is what you're saying.
Potentially, but if that were to happen, I can.
Need lizard bags.
I mean, that's fine with me. Like I said, it's on the list. It's certainly something I'll ask for. So map, food, saddlebags, a saddle, manacles, a
halfling?
mirror. I don't know if they're gonna give us a halfling.
No, our halfling.
Oh. Okay. That's
I'm
one thing.
sorry. I'm sorry. The greenest
died.
general store does not carry your halfling.
Damn, I'm out of stock.
No, they got the stock of that and they were like, we don't want that.
Yeah.
That's why I was the last one.
That's why I was ambushed.
They sent it back to supplier.
All right.
I think we should get our
Anything
stuff and then
else?
go look for our halfling at least.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, I guess the one thing, Maxine, do you want a replacement bag of ball bearings
Yes, please.
since you have no 1,000 ball bearings?
Yes, please.
Do you also have several caltrops?
I don't.
You have no caltrops.
We could get several caltrops.
A bag of caltrops is 20 caltrops.
Sure, I'll take 2 bags of that and another bag of ball bearings.
All right. I'm gonna ask for some ink.
I'd like to imagine they just put a guy outside to pick up all of your ball bearings.
Right? They're gonna sell his ball bearings back.
Just
or her
one.
ball bearings back.
No. Just the fact that they had to clean up, and they're like, okay, send Timmy out there to collect all of those ball bearings.
Yeah, it's like some kid.
It's specifically the button kid.
Yeah.
He's just like, they're like, all right, you've been annoying all night, so go pick up all those ball bearings.
Is there
Alright.
anything on our list that they won't give us that we've said thus far?
Potentially a mirror, ball bag. I mean, bag of ball bearings.
All bags.
A ball bag, okay.
Potentially caltrops. I can't be sure of exactly what they're going to. Sorry, give me just a second.
We need a bag of dodgeballs.
Let's see. No, yeah, I mean it's probably like a 80% chance that anything you ask for you can get. Roughly.
What do you mean? You're the DM. You should know.
I'm not telling you until you go ask for it.
Wait, what are?
Also,
we-
I don't know what you're asking for yet. You
Oh,
just
okay.
have been spouting off words.
That is true. That is what's been happening. So, okay. What else do we want to ask for?
Does Clinks need new arrows?
You guys, you guys
No,
would have
I've
gotten,
stocked up.
Okay.
yeah, you guys would have gotten restocked up in the
Keep.
in the keep while Prixicon was doing his duel.
Yep.
Yes.
Just in case we need to bust out of there.
Maybe we could ask for a few vials, empty vials, Harvey.
All right.
So that you can curb stomp blood out of them?
So that I can make holy water. Jeez.
Should we ask for some type of device to pull teeth from small helpless animals?
God.
From all the way from the keep. You mean like tongs?
Yeah.
Just down the. All right. Well, you guys can keep talking. Prixicon, you guys figure out what you want. Prixicon, you arrive at the keep. You see Escobar and Nighthill talking in the foyer of the keep.
If you have one, just tell me.
Yep. You were there. He is there. These are all people. Those are all the normies. They are dead.
Oh, oof.
Begging your pardon.
Ah, yes. Prixicon. What can I help you with? Do you have your list?
They're setting it up. I just figured I'd drop by and retrieve my manacles, considering
Oh,
I
yes.
left them with
On one of the prisoners. Yes.
yeah.
Yes, and then Escobar will like go run inside, and then he'll run back out and be like, yours, laddie, are still in use. So here, you can have these ones."
Thank you. Mind if I ask for a spare, just in case? Don't
And
know
then
if
he
there's,
kind of like he takes the one that's on his belt off and just hands it to you. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you kindly.
No good. You're adopting the bird.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is there anything else we can help you with?
As for me, well, like I said, they're still setting up their list.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of is, there's not much that I need really, except possibly better armor. Just Pat's where he got kind of sliced up in the chest.
Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of armories. I can maybe get the leather underneath your chain swapped out.
Yeah, that'll do fine.
Yeah, and then they'll take it from you, and yep, we'll have this ready when we get everything else.
Thank you. I'll be heading back to the tavern then.
Alrighty.
Okay, I think we have our list.
All right. Hey, I'm just gonna slide something on there. I mean, the worst they can say is no.
Is it the diamond?
No,
Is
but
it
that
the
would have been
ruby
a great.
dust?
That would also be nice. No, I'm gonna put that master tool up there.
No.
I can ask and get no later.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna have a magic item.
Maxine, do you want to run it up there?
Does
Yeah, sure, no problem.
outside of the ball bearings and the caltrops, is there anything you need, Maxine, for or Clinks? Anything you two need?
Uh, no, I think I'm pretty much well stocked.
All right. Do you want to add like lizard feed?
That's the list so far.
Isn't lizard feed
He-
our food?
He can rummage around and get his own food around.
Every time he
Bricks
sees a
Lacan's
bug,
just
he
gonna-
eats it.
Persicon's just
Also
gonna
find us
return
food.
out of armor in his guard uniform rather than regular clothes.
Yes.
Speaking of, we didn't decide on our rank, did we? For the city watch, we didn't exactly decide on our rank, did we?
I mean, I was just going with the idea that you were like a normal guardsman.
Yeah,
Basic
alright.
bitch code.
That'd be-
Not like, yeah, because I mean, like, city guard isn't gonna like. It's mostly like you were a member of the city guard. You weren't like a sergeant or a leader of whatnot. You were just a guardsman.
So let's see.
Plus, it makes it easier for you to leave when you have such a thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
Maxine, here is the list.
How much food are you asking for? Because you just put food.
You guys don't need food.
At
Okay,
least,
how
They
many?
don't have you.
Oh yeah.
at at least 24 food.
So 24 daily rations.
What do you think, guys?
That's an actual like I need like that's an actual thing to know because most of you should have at least 10 daily rations.
Yeah, I've
Yep.
still got 10. Yeah.
I
So-
figure if we ask for 3 or 4 days worth, like, it helps, you know.
All right, so 24 daily rations.
Yeah. Also, Maxine is going to add 2 pairs of normal clothes to that as well.
Okay.
Just for future things.
Then yeah, then you are able to, and then you said 2 bags of caltrops, right?
Yeah, 2 bags of caltrops and
Because Mizu just sent me words with no numbers, no quantities.
yes, 2 bags of caltrops, and you know what? I'm gonna bump it up to 2 bags of ball bearings because you never know. 2,000 ball bearings.
Okay.
Also, if we're gonna pass each other going in and out, I am actually gonna offer you the scimitar. Yeah, backup weapon.
Yeah, sure. Maxine will not say no to more weapons.
Then yes, you get. So you bring in that. About like 3 hours goes by. After Maxine drops off the list. And Governor Nighthill and Escobar return to the tavern. They basically hand over like 2 backpacks. One backpack having the food, the mess kit, and the other bag and the map tucked into a side pocket, and the other backpack having the mirror, the 2 bags of ball bearings, the 2 bags of caltrops, the ink, and then a side pouch filled with 5 empty vials and the chalk. So basically, you got everything except for the master tool, the saddle, and the saddlebags.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Nero.
Hey,
Mizu, I'm gonna
Nero.
take. We got 5 vials.
Okay,
I'm gonna take 3. I'm gonna let you have 2. You good with that?
sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. I figured you also use them. Maybe.
Not really, but I'll take them. I might.
I mean, you can always store things in vials. That's what they're good for. Things.
Yep.
We didn't get our
And then-
saddlebags. I'm very disappointed.
No.
We will fashion our own.
Make it out of some type of animal. We'll,
Yep.
Yeah.
we'll kill something. We'll
This
leather
is
it.
yeah. This isn't really a horse needing town.
They've got giant lizards running around.
No, they got one. They got one giant lizard, and that is them. And if you want somebody selling lizard saddlebags, you go to the Underdark
Hmm.
because
That's-
drow ride lizards. People ride horses.
Ow!
It'd still fit on a little.
I know how now. I know how you feel about
Lizard.
drow.
I like
Drow
most.
are bad.
I like most. I like 2 drow specifically.
So I'm gonna make one. I have 1 empty vial, 1 vial of sand, and 1 vial of water. I'm gonna go collect that real quick.
I just
Okay.
have 2 empty vials for now.
And then I'm ready to go.
Clinks.
Yes.
God damn it. Clinks. I reckon you were quite the archer. Do you have any other skills of note in this situation?
He wants to know if you can lead us.
I could
I don't see
try.
that,
We've received a map.
really. You do.
And you were told southeast specifically.
I take the ink. Unless anybody else wants the ink. I asked the ink specifically.
Did you get an ink pen or did you just get ink?
I just got ink.
Okay.
I pull a feather and I'm like,
Yeah, I guess
and
that's
then
fair. I didn't
I
think about
cry.
that.
One of these, you are gonna go bald that one day. It's gonna be
Right. Yeah.
hilarious.
It's fine. It's like shedding. It's fine.
Every once in a while, a couple just fall off anyway.
that's from
Especially
stress.
because like half the time they're used for magic, so there's just gonna be like an anti-magic zone, and then just Harvey's just gonna go naked. Just all feathers gone.
Don't look at my shame.
Don't look at me. I'm crispy.
All right. Well, maybe Clinks can start us off on the right direction at least.
Okay. So you guys
I'm
head-
okay with. I've got a good sense of direction, but I'm not too good at reading maps.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure we can
Like
put
we,
our.
if we need to head southeast, we can. I'll head us in that direction. But
As long as
Yeah,
you can
you-
go somewhere and then go back where you came from, we'll probably be okay.
yeah, I can do that.
So yeah. And then so you guys are making your way out of town. As you guys get to the edge of the town, you are approached by an injured young man. Very simple attire, loose fitting garments. You get the impression that he is some kind of monk, and he walks up to you, limping heavily on his bandaged left leg. I hear that you intend to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. Normally, I'd like nothing better than to come with you, but in my condition, I just slow you down. So, in the midst of all of this tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard the fate of my master, Leosin Earl Lanthar, fantasy names. But it's important you know. He is a monk from Burdesk. He disappeared last night after we fought a particularly savage battle against the raiders. A few others and I fought our way back to the keep. Barely. But my master didn't make it at all. We went back this morning to look for him, but all we found was his broken staff and this choker, which he always wore. And he's like, I am a student of his, Nisim Waladra. And he like does like a painful looking bow to you all.
No, sir, it's fine. It's fine, really.
And he kind of like leans back up and he's just like, thank you. He goes, Leosin, you see, has been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group while we retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge will be invaluable against them. When you find their camp, please look for any signs of my master that my master is there. One of my brothers has already departed for Berdusk to bring back help, but it will be many days before help arrives. Anything you can do would be a godsend, though.
We'll do the best we can. For now, though, before we go, you mind if I escort him to get treatment?
No, I mean he won't say no to that.
Oh no, he's asking the group if they mind.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go,
I thought
yeah,
you-
go for it. Yeah.
By all means.
So he's gonna offer his shoulder to lead him over.
okay.
Well, more like his arm due to his height.
Right.
Okay, bye, Neeson.
Well, did anybody want to ask him anything or?
Did he
whatnot?
say Bear Dusk?
Burdusk? Yeah.
Burdusk. Does he
Yeah,
have a
so-
generic direction into where that would be?
It's
East or southeast.
it is. Well, no. Burdusk is northeast.
To our east, I think.
Yeah, it's northeast.
And that's where Leosin is?
No. That's where
they're
they're-
help.
That's where they're from. They're
Oh,
monks
they're
of.
from Burdusk.
They're
Okay.
they're monks of Burdusk.
But his master Leosin probably went to the place that we're headed.
He's saying that basically what happened was they never found him, but after the fight, and they were forced to retreat. When they went back to where they were, they found his staff and his choker both broken and torn.
They have those. Does he have those things on him?
Yeah, he has, like, you could see, like, the staff itself is nothing special. It's just the normal broken, like, quarterstaff. The thing about the choker is that it's a braided leather neckband with a silver dragon design chased into the leather, and it looks as if it was just torn off.
Um. Hey, Clinks, is
Uh,
this something that Greg can like sniff and track, or something? Is that a thing?
I just look over at Greg, and he just ignores and just waddles off ahead,
Oh, okay.
just to check out a bush or something.
Never mind.
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
I didn't know
He's
he
not
was
a
like
bloodhound.
dog. Okay, well, you were
Um,
rubbing his belly. I don't know.
Yeah, everything likes belly rubs.
Okay.
he just looks back. He goes, meh.
But
Maxine, though, you this neckband is familiar to you
In what way?
in the way that you're probably thinking it is.
Oh, righty then. So like for a split second, like a wave of like concern washes over Maxine's face before she like recomposes herself, and she's like, "Yes, no, I agree. We very much do need to find this individual."
Yes, we made a stop here in Greenest. We were coming from the great library of Candlekeep, returning to Burdusk, and as my master had wanted to consult the librarians and was researching, um, ancient writings on dragon folklore. Um, as you could see by his his necklace, he's quite fond of dragons, and they have taken quite an interest in his mind as of late.
Is that why he would go after them? Because he's interested in the dragon that they can be running with?
To be honest, I don't know if he tried to infiltrate them. I don't know if he got captured in the fight. We had already retreated back to the keep, and he
Question.
never came back.
Did you see anything dragging away a small halfling about yay high, dark hair?
And he thinks back. He goes, "There was one of the drakes that had something big in its mouth. I don't know what it was though. I never saw what it had. I just, as we were fleeing, I saw it running the other way, and it had something oversized in its mouth.
Hmm.
It seemed to be squirming and wriggling. I thought it may have just been food. But as I said, we were retreating back to the keep while trying to keep some people safe, so I didn't really have a chance to go after it.
Fair enough. So, Grexicon, did you want to escort him up to the over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you escort him back to to a house that they were using well enough, and you do see that there's two other similarly dressed men tending to their wounds and whatnot.
Could Maxine go with Brixicon?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
you go and you see basically the same thing. Very sparse home. Definitely individuals living that, like, the monk life of no really worldly possession type thing, kind of like. And it's just these three men, and their master would have stayed in this place, but
Uh,
all three relatively wounded.
do I see any more symbols matching the choker or no?
Make a perception check.
Oh, come on, I actually have to roll for it.
It's the first roll of the game, technically.
Oh Lord.
Don't do that. Why do I keep on exiting out of my sheet? Here we go. Yeah. Oh, scoofa.
Big no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, you're getting it out of the way now.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, you basically are you look over. You're trying to find indications of this, but you are too drawn into how injured these men are. Like they look like a breeze could just explode them, and you're just transfixed on that.
Oh, damn, that doesn't apply to this. Okay. Never mind. Alrighty then. So, aside from exercise, this has not been beneficial, so back to the party.
So Maxine,
Okay, then.
what
That's
Dragon
okay, I'm getting my
Cult
steps
did
in.
you grow up in and then escape? Uh-huh. Well, we're off.
All right. So
Yeah,
yes,
we're not gonna-
so you guys you guys head to the rolling grasslands of the green fields, which is the area outside of Greenest. You already just with Clinks taking the lead, you see a wide swath of grass that is trampled. But it is near impossible to determine how many and the numbers precisely. Um, the only thing you know for certain is that there was a lot of them, and you see a mix of human, kobold, and reptile footprints. Um, why doesn't everybody make me a perception check?
Sure thing.
That went so well the first time.
Oh boy, finally.
9999. Oof. I'm the only one who fucked up.
Perception check.
Okay.
Yep, I'm the only one who fucked up.
So Maxine and Persicon, you don't notice this, but Clinks, Harvey, and Rhoda, you notice that while looking at the footprints, you can tell that many of the beast's footprints are deeper on the retreat than they were on the approach, and they look as if they must have been weighed down with loot and whatnot.
Halflings.
Because it looks like they came back on they left on a similar path than they came. Otherwise, everything else is just a confusing jumble of prints, and whatnot. And the path leads south.
I guess we go south and kind of east.
That does look like the journey they took.
Okay. So yes, so you guys head south. And as you do, the terrain starts heading into becomes a more rugged area as you leave the fields and start heading into more of more rocky plateaus and whatnot. Um, ab- about what do you call it? About 6 miles of walking, you spot a Clinks. You spot it first. you see the smoke. You see smoke from what you think could be a cooking fire ahead of you.
Can I go investigate?
Yeah, you can go investigate.
I hang back during investigations. I'm too loud. It's not a good idea.
Same.
I'll get as safely close as they'll allow me to get. And Prixcon, I would suggest you do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just
Harvey-
stand back here.
Harvey goes and I guess helps investigate.
Why doesn't anybody who's going to join Clinks in investigating the smoke give me a stealth check, and I will give you advantage as you have spotted the smoke, so you know that there is a group there. Also, yeah.
on.
So with that, you'll see that there is a change to your sheets. There is now an advantage, disadvantage, normal toggle at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can click that, and then it'll roll with advantage like it used to. You just got to remember to swap
Fair
back
enough.
and forth. And then Clinks, why don't you give me another stealth check just to show off the advantage? Okay. Yeah. So you all do very well in the stealth.
Yeah.
And I guess why don't you give me a stealth roll for Greg there, Clinks? So you'll see underneath your sheet, you should see the a tab of Ranger's Primal Companions. It is Beast of the Land right now. So just go into that and then just roll straight. Just click on the Dexterity 14 plus 2.
Where is this?
So where your character sheet is,
Yeah.
underneath it, do you see Rangers / Primal Companion folder
Folder.
or list that has Beast of the Land, Beast of the Sea, Beast of the Sky?
On the spell page or the core page?
No. Like on where your sheet normally is
In the journal tab.
in the journal tab.
Oh, in the journal tab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, so these are the
Oh,
three.
okay.
These are the three companions. Yeah, they're both basically all each their own NPC sheet. It is Beast of the Land right now. So just
Click
open
on the
that.
decks.
Yeah, just click on the dex because he doesn't have any skills. But what basically they have an extra feature called the Primal Bond. You can add your proficiency bonus to any ability check or saving throw that he makes. So basically, it's going to be whatever that is plus your proficiency, which is 2.
So
7
7 and 11. Wait.
Or is that already in it?
And that is already advantage because it is NPC sheet.
So that's
Yes,
a 7-11.
a 7-11. So yes. So but you guys are all able to make up for Greg's lower
Lumbering.
stealth. He's used to being tiny. He's not used to being
Yeah.
medium sized.
And he can probably smell food, so he's getting excited.
He's not used to being the size of a dog. So yes, so you guys stealth up, and what you find is in a low spot between some surrounding hills. There, between some tall boulders that have been rolled into a loose jumble. You find a group of 4 humans and 8 kobolds all sitting around their a campfire, cooking food on a spit.
From this distance, am I able to tell if it is a halfling on the spit?
It is not a halfling on a spit.
Okay.
It is a piggy.
Okay.
You do. So while you're watching, it's easy from where your spot is and how close you were able to get. You're able to discern that there's uh there's a lot of back and forth between the between the humans and the kobolds, and the humans are basically treating, like, you see one of the humans like backhand a kobold and like tell him to go away. You see all of the humans' weapons stacked against a rock, while all the kobolds have theirs on their belts. Um, and there's just a lot of like aggressive back and forth between them.
Do we see milk?
No.
Hmm. Well, we could get them to take us if we can. Well, I whisper. Um, if we could capture one of them, maybe we would get them to take us to the camp.
Well, given how crappily they're treating the kobolds, we may be able to persuade the kobolds to help us.
We'd have to get one alone.
As as you guys start whispering that, you do see that the kobolds all grab their share of the food that's being prepared, and the group of 8 walk out about 50 yards away from the humans and start eating. And um you just hear as the kobolds start walking away that the humans arguing over how to properly cook a pig, and that the kobolds are stupid, useless enemies, useless allies.
Do these humans look like ones that attack Green Nest or no?
They do.
Okay, cool. And how many humans are there?
4.
4 humans, 8 kobolds?
Mhm.
Or humans without weapons.
I will say too, the trail itself has been pretty easy to follow, and you from the scouting you can determine that if you wanted, you could easily avoid them and can just continue on the trail to the camp, or you can uh try to get in and fuck up their day, or whatever you guys want. But the trail so far has been relatively easy to follow.
Might be more advantageous to take this group out, just so we don't run into them again later. Perhaps.
One of us go get Prixicon and Rhoda.
Are they close enough that we can wave them over, or do we have to go grab them?
I'd say you could wave them over.
Alright, then we should get the jump on them then if we're going to wave them over.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Actually, I have an idea. I do go back and I go talk to Rhoda, and I'm like, "Hey, Rhoda, you were able to put a large group of things to sleep before, right?
Correct.
Could you? How far away can you do that from?"
Let's see. Ooh, hold on, I gotta look through a bunch. About 90 feet. So
I mean, I
really
think it's worth.
about 110 feet if you consider like 90 feet is the range and then you get 20 feet within that, right?
I can. Are we currently within 90 feet of them that Rhoda could cast it?
If you get back up to the position that you were in.
Okay, I think that's our best shot. I mean, I guess I don't think we'd have a whole lot of trouble, but I do think it's the least amount of effort.
What is your idea, Maxine?
So if you guys want to take care of the 4 humans, I may be able to persuade the kobolds not to interfere. I just need a little time alone with them.
You think you can convince them? Because
Oh,
if you're not able to, you're gonna be alone.
well, I figured I could have Clinks off in the rear in case anything goes bad. Then I trust her aim not to shoot me in the back.
All right. Give me just a moment. Um. All right. I don't have anything that I'd be able to help you. Just be careful.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
So do
She
you
kind of
want
gives like a
me-
weary thumbs up.
Do you want me
I'll
to
motion
sneak-
Greg to stay, and he'll just like plop down and stay there.
Do you want me to sneak and then cast?
If you can.
I can try.
There we go. That's really all we can ask, isn't it?
Okay, I guess I'm trying if nobody has an objection.
Can't think of one.
Alright, DM, what do I need to do?
What's the plan then? You're sneaking and casting?
I'm sneaking and casting Sleep on the humans. Maxine is going to talk to the kobolds. We're trying to neutralize first, shoot second.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to need to make a stealth check.
If I
First.
take my time, can I get advantage?
No. Well, no, you can get advantage already because they don't know you're there.
Okay, fair enough.
Like I said, you guys are already going in with advantage.
You guys.
Well,
When you
Well,
try
it was
so
worth a
hard,
try.
but you don't succeed.
it was worth a try.
Okay. This isn't supposed to be like this.
The best laid plans are laid
We are all
low by 2 4s.
We are slaves to our dice.
I did get the
Ow.
same number on both dice.
Yeah, that's something.
It's not
That
gonna
in-
amount to anything, but
No.
Crazy.
Do you have any inspiration to make this better?
yeah, but it would only give me advantage. I can't use it to do anything.
Yeah, no,
I
it wouldn't
had
do anything.
advantage.
It wouldn't do anything.
We get triple advantage.
I tried. I'm like, can I use it for this? And he says no every time.
Plus, you gotta spend the advantage before I tell you the result.
Yeah.
Before you roll.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
I
I
mean-
don't know the result.
I was about to say, I have an inkling, but we can't be sure.
On the plus side, I think I'm the only one without inspiration right now.
No, you have inspiration. Oh no, you spent yours.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
there's
very
like,
careful trying to sneak up, but I'm also gonna like slightly twist my ankle.
I'm also inspired.
You are inspired.
Mm.
I'm trying to get to you, Milk. I'm trying real hard.
So as you attempt to so Harvey, you return up to Clinks. Maxine has gone off to the side. So each of these squares are also going to be 10 feet. Save setting. All right. And Rhoda, you. What's up?
I said we're huge is a joke.
Um. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's about right. There we go.
I give Kinks a cough drop.
What the fuck are you doing? Go away with that.
Sorry.
Oh. So Maxine, not Maxine, Rhoda, you attempt to stop it. um, attempt to follow Harvey, and in doing so, between your armor sounds and your normally not being a stealthy person and hitting a rock and whatnot, you alert the bandits. I must slap all of you. Um, to which they all look up from their meal, run over and grab their weapons, and shout to the kobolds. So everybody click on your token and roll initiative.
We tried.
He did. That's the important thing.
Maybe milk will come out of the bushes.
I'll say, do I hear anything?
No, you're not. You're in the bandit camp. That's
Oh, that's
why
not a bad roll for me.
that's why I specifically said there was a chance they could run into you early. Otherwise, it could be halfway through the session.
We were trying, milk.
Terry, you forgot to click on yourself, by the way.
Alrighty. Terry got 23. Ascending. All right. So, everybody having been alerted, Teru, Clinks, it is your turn first.
Do I need to roll for Greg too?
I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure he just moves. He just goes after you.
Okay.
Yeah. In combat, he acts during your turn. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes is the dodge action unless you use a bonus action to command it to take another action. So basically, it's going to dodge. You can move him and use his reaction as normal. Otherwise, he's going to take the dodge action unless you use your bonus action to tell him what to do.
Can you just say that again? Sorry.
Basically, he can move.
Mhm.
He's gonna move on your. He acts on your turn alongside you.
Yep.
He can move and take a reaction. Otherwise, he's always going to take the dodge action unless you use your bonus action to tell him what to do.
So you can use your bonus action to like have him hit stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It takes your bonus action to tell him to do stuff. Otherwise, he takes the
Oh,
dodge
okay.
action.
Okay.
Whereas normal Beastmaster, it would have taken your action to tell him what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, dodge means that stuff has disadvantage on him.
Yes. Basically, yeah. He's going to position himself so that he doesn't
He's trying not
he
to
doesn't
get
get hit.
Yeah.
And then yeah, everything that he can
How
he can
big
do
did you
is
say
on
these squares were again?
10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, and then everything he can do is on his sheet. So like when you have beast the land out, if it moves at least 20 feet in a straight line and then hits a target with its maul attack, it deals extra damage and can knock it prone. It has a maul attack, and then otherwise it just has normal actions.
Well, these squares are going to get awkward for me. My speed's 35.
Yeah, I know. It's just these things. The kobolds moved 50 yards, which is 150 feet, and this is not big enough for that. So I had to squash it down.
So where? Okay. Where are the humans?
Down here at the bottom.
Oh, I don't see them either. They must be behind that bush.
Okay. I'm just gonna move.
They're here. Except they're all the way down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably can't see them because of the line of sight. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move.
they are down down here and you can hit them. It's just this is just the map I had.
Okay. I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot at this one.
Okay. Let's see. 150. Okay, yeah. Ooh, okay, good. So, for reference, you are in the exact range where you get to attack normally. Anything 150 beyond is disadvantage.
Okay.
And yes, you do hit. Okay.
And
Okay.
Greg will follow behind me.
Okay.
To there.
Okay. Yeah. So they have gotten up their weapons, and you run out and pop him right in the knee. He's still standing, but he hurt.
Okay.
Shit, these guys are gonna be a little closer together now that I remember that it's 10 feet.
Also,
Well,
DM
it's more
question.
than one shot to the knee to take this guy out.
What was the question,
Yeah.
Maxine?
Could I have been, because this is 10 feet, could I have been a little bit closer before this started?
I will let you be here.
I'll take that.
Just because as you were moving up to get closer to do the Cobalt plan is when Rhoda would have been moving up to do her plan.
No,
Sorry,
that's fine. That's
Maxine.
fine.
You didn't help my action. You ruined my death.
Yeah.
There's a universe where this would have gone out, where this would have gone so smoothly.
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
universe.
universe where this isn't D&D.
We don't have to roll dice; we just get auto successes. Yeah, I'm living in that universe.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Basically, all the humans are taking the dash action.
They're just going.
Prixicon the Mad Claw.
Did they dash at us?
That's what they use their action for.
I still
They are
don't
so
see
far away
what's
right now.
nuts. Yeah, like, holy hell.
Yeah, they were all the way down. They were all the way down in the corner.
If I dash, that's how far I can get. Hmm.
Well, I was gonna say too, if you can get out to here, you could probably pop them with your crossbow.
Come on. Come on.
No. Yeah, there we go. There would still be because 35.
Right.
Yeah, that's better anyway. Just gonna get there.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Actually, a bit further than calculated. Huh. It did still show 70 feet, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
something
good.
up 70 feet.
I was just like, wait, that's one square further than I thought.
All right. Maxine, you have noticed that all of the kobolds and the humans are now active and aggressive.
Okay, so let me see. So I can get there in my normal move. Hmm. Okay, so just remind me again. It's action, move, bonus action.
You can do any combination of them, but yes.
Okay.
You can you can break up your movement.
Cool. So yeah. So just in case any of them were at the town, I am going to put up my hood. And I am going to shape change.
Okay.
Into the okay, I have to think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna shape change into the leader that was in front of the church who we saw
Okay.
and then interrogated. As I will move here. And I'm going to try to lie to the kobolds.
Okay.
So I'll say it before I roll. So as I see the kobolds getting ready, I say in Draconic, whoa, steady your hands, little ones. This is just routine culling. of those non-believers. There's nothing to be alarmed. You may go about eating your dinner. We just had to eradicate some rotten eggs, should we say, from our collective. Flipped computer, guessing. Hiya? Can I use my inspiration?
You can, but again, it's supposed to be before you
Yeah.
roll, and
I know, I
also,
forgot that.
you roll before I could tell you get disadvantage because they hate humans, as you saw them arguing with the humans, and you shape changed into a human.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Should have gone for the half dragon.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Crap, they are humanoids. Oh well.
So yeah, you get a nice of a
Eat.
we gonna eat you.
Well, crap. That's it for me then.
Okay. Time for big old cobalt charge.
Ugh, damn it.
How long do you
I mean,
stay
it-
shape changed?
I stay shape changed.
And I think until you just decide not to.
Yeah, until I decide not to, or if I fall unconscious.
Cool.
Oh God, we don't know that Maxine
You have
can
you
Yeah,
have
shape.
no
yeah.
idea.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry.
no.
No, not until I fall unconscious. I have to die.
Okay.
Oh no.
So if I outright die, then yeah, to your guys, Maxine's just gonna have disappeared.
Oh no. Okay.
5, 10, or 10, 20, 30.
Oh, I didn't even think about.
The fact that they were just arguing with humans and humans had just backhanded them.
No, the fact that
Could have been a half dragon.
yeah.
Let's see. 10, 20.
That's okay. That's why we're level 3. At level
30.
7, you won't make that mistake again.
At level
See?
7, you'll only have one opportunity to make that mistake.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Yes. So, you're gonna get stabbed a few times.
That's fair.
To be fair, though, sunlight sensitivity. It is the middle of the day.
It's convenient. I appreciate that.
The middle of the day.
Thank you, sunlight.
Stab 1. 6. Stab 2.
Ooh.
Hit.
Yeah.
Stab
that hits.
3. Miss. Let's see. And then. Doot doot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 rock. Miss. 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 Miss.
Damn.
So, out of 8 kobolds, you got 1 stab wound.
Woo!
Because the sun is in their eyes and it hurts them peepers.
That's fortunate.
Jeepers creepers.
You guys
Where'd you
see
get those peepers?
they're
Rhoda.
attacking?
Okay.
You guys see they're attacking a friendly?
Well, I don't know where Maxine went to.
Well, no, that's the
but-
thing. No, that's the thing. You guys could, like, when Maxine came out to talk to them, like, you can see Maxine. You just can't see Maxine's face.
Oh, that's right. Maxine would still be wearing the cloak, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maxine has a hooded outfit.
Okay.
And you knew where Maxine was going, so you could see Maxine and see her getting jammed by a bunch of kobolds, but you just don't see Maxine's face.
I don't know. Maxine looks dexterous as hell. I didn't see that many things stab her.
No, because she's doing the wacky wave flavor arm flailing tube man dance.
It doesn't even have to be a humanoid. It's just a creature of medium or small size.
You sound so upset with yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
sad.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Jesus.
It is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, which one of those? Because remember, these are 10 foot. These are 5 foot.
Okay, I
10 foot
dragged the
squares.
thing out. Okay.
I'm just saying, which one are you? Which one are you
Well,
going
if
for? Because it's
how
only
big are those kobolds?
you can get one kobold.
They're that far apart.
They're medium-sized creatures. That's a 5 foot square.
But these are 10-foot squares.
Exactly. So even if they weren't, if they were 5 foot squares, you'd
Then
still
why
only
is
get one
Moonbeam as big as it is?
because it's 40 feet high, and it's a 5 foot radius.
I just dragged out what you had for the thing.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no. Oh wait, no. Hold on, I'm sorry. Radius.
Yeah.
Thinking diameter.
Diameter.
Okay, yeah, no. You can get two.
That's why I put it there.
Okay. No, yeah. I'm thinking diameter.
Okay, they must make a Constitution saving throw.
Please.
And they either take 10 damage.
I kind of really want you to accidentally get Maxine in the beam. That'd be funny for me.
It would be funny, but shape changers happen to make their save with disadvantage.
Yeah,
And that
and
would
then
be
have
awful. And then revert to their original
form. Which is
Yeah.
why I said it'd be hysterical.
Jesus.
Yep, that sucks.
And they make their save.
Well, then they take 5 damage.
Okay. Well, that's good because that's enough to kill them because they're kobolds.
Oh, good.
So, Maxine, as you're dodging all of these stabs and rocks that are being thrown, you just see this pale silvery light just beam down from the sky, which is a little hard to see, but still enough to see because it's the middle of the day, and just evaporate these two kobolds right there, and then the beam just stays there digging in the ground.
You hear Rhoda cackle.
That's disconcerting.
I love it.
I look pretty concerned at that.
It doesn't
Maxine
have to
gives
be
a
an
thumbs up.
All right, Harvey.
Say it again.
Harvey.
Harvey.
No, it's Harvey now.
Harvey.
You now have a French accent. I'm overriding you.
Alright, so 10, 20, 30. Oh, cool, I can see them now. Okay. I'll cast Fireball. Oh wait, one of them's hurt. Which one's hurt?
This one right in the front.
Oh, that's too far for Toll the Dead. Damn it. Alright, then yeah, I'm just gonna Fireball.
Oh, fireball.
I wish I had Fireball. That'd be real helpful right now. Ooh, I don't think that hits.
That does not. That do not hit.
Okay. Well,
Oof.
Not
that
past.
is my turn.
All right, back to Clinks.
Okay. Glancing over at Maxine, it looks like things aren't going too bad over there. So I'm still going to keep my attention down to the humans.
Mhm.
And I'm going to let loose another arrow at that guy again.
Okay. Yep. He did.
Oof.
And my little then Greg is going to run ahead a little bit
Okay.
in a little gallop.
Do you want him just to move his normal feet, or do you want him to use do you want to use your bonus action to tell him to dash, to give him another 30 feet?
Ooh. Isn't it 40 feet? Because his speed is.
What? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's whatever his movement is again.
Let me just.
I think it's
Each square is 10, right? Again.
Yeah, each square is 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It would get him
1,
up to
2,
here.
3, 4. Okay. He dashed really fast.
Okay. You can. I will say too, when you can see that whenever you give him like an order, or whenever you command him, those green swirls brighten up. Like the green swirls worked into the leathery skin. They like flash as you command him.
Okay.
All right. And then these guys are going to go 20, 30, 60. So they're going to move all the way up. I want you, Clinks, to make an attack on this one from Greg. Because they're just like, yeah, because they're running past Greg, and they're just like, it's a fucking lizard. What do we care?
Poor Greg.
But
Do I do this?
you're gonna use his maul. And that does hit.
How do I do the damage?
You're gonna just like in on your sheet, you're gonna press maul.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Um.
Jesus.
He Angie.
he
So-
feeding tonight.
Because he did move that much, I'm going to give him the charge, even though it's an attack of opportunity. Normally wouldn't get this, but I find that hilarious that he would do 17 in that.
Just
So
turn it
as
off.
these guys run past, like Greg is running up as they're running forward, and he just is like charging into a ripping across, and he just literally tears this guy's ankles out. Nope. I didn't
Why
mean to
did
do
you
that.
say he?
And now these guys are like, oh, okay, maybe lizard bad. Prixicon, you
Just
have
turn around and be
you-
like, yum, yum, yum,
you,
yum,
you
yum,
have
yum.
human in front of you who dashed to get up to in front of you as lizard ripped out ankles of human.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought his diet was ankles?
Maybe his name was Achilles.
Listen, you never think about it until you roll your ankle and then you're dying for 3 days.
Ankles for breakfast.
Hmm. Do we need one or more? And one. Alrighty. So Warhammer's out. Shield's already out. And let's see. It's on normal. And oof.
That do not hit.
Oh well.
Maxine.
Don't go into the dim light. I mean, who
Or-
the hell are
or
you?
the- Or the bright light. There's a giant moonbeam coming down next to you. Avoid
So
that.
the description of moonbeam says, dim light fills the cylinder.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
It's a moonbeam, but it's a twilight moonbeam because I'm a twilight cleric.
It's a beam. It's just standing there menacingly.
It is. Just yeah, don't go in the moonbeam.
All right. Nif had to step away because he got a nosebleed,
Ooh.
or he's bleeding for some reason. But he said to rapier the one in front of him. I am a god.
I think that one did.
So that one's dead. I deleted the wrong one again.
No, that one's fine. You can give her that one.
No, I mean like I deleted it because that was the one I had on the turn order.
That's fine. I agree.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I know where they all are. And because then it's their turn. And that one's gonna move up there.
This is fine. This is fine.
10, 15. Oh, okay. Disengage is bonus action. Move back 30 feet. disengage. 10, 20, 30. All right. So yeah, they're gonna move up their full movement. That one goes there. They're gonna get up as close as they can, and then they're gonna just continue to sling and avoid the thing that vaporized their friends
Yeah.
with disadvantage. Okay, that one hits. How many do I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's one hit. Miss. Hit. Miss. Super miss.
Oof.
So Maxine takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks pelt her in the face. All right, and then Rhoda, it's your turn.
As an action, I move the beam.
Yep.
They make a Constitution saving throw. The
Right,
DC
so-
is 14. Do you want me to re-roll the damage dice, or do you? Want
Yeah.
to keep?
No, it's re-roll the damage every time.
Okay, I figured, but I wasn't sure. People do it different.
All right. Let's see. Boop.
So it's either 15 or I guess 7.
Yeah, no. The two fail.
I'm doing at least 7 damage regardless.
No, yeah. So let's see. I need to move that out of the way. Oh. Yeah. So, do you want these two or these two?
What do you mean?
Because it's not all three of these all grouped up. It's 2 are grouped up.
Dang. Bartender's choice.
All right, I'll get the back two.
Man, what a
'Cause-
Moscow Mule.
They did.
That's one of my favorites, actually. It's a go-to.
That one and Long Island. So I've really gotten a fan of Tom Collins recently.
That's fair.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
Harvey.
I don't think I have a bonus action. Can I move a little bit?
You can move a little bit.
Move
You can move your speed.
Yeah.
All right. Harvey, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, let's try Firebolt again. Actually, are either of the two?
No, they
hurt?
haven't been. No, they haven't been injured yet.
Then yes.
I feel you. I'm always like, can I toll the dead?
I mean, I can technically do it without them being hurt, but what's the point of that? So yeah.
I mean, it's still a D8 worth of damage.
You're gonna
yeah.
toll on the dead
But it could be a D12.
when they're full health.
We'll do that one. No, I'm gonna use Firebolt. Oh my god.
No.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Our triple toll of the dead combo won't work.
All right. Are
It
you
will
moving or you
soon.
staying put?
I mean, I'm not a threat to them. I haven't hit them once. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. Gonna get past Prixicon. Clinks is here.
Clinks. Clinks, what you doing?
I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot again.
I mean, with Greg here, do we even need Clinks to hit it anymore?
I mean, they can double team.
Yeah.
Clinks
I'll,
can fight.
I'll shoot this
Or-
one
sorry.
here.
I was gonna say if you shoot this one, then Greg can move to here and
Mhm.
get his charge bonus.
An arrow to the knee and then
Yeah,
chomp to the ankle, and they're dead.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, his charge
but-
bonus is maybe dragging him on the ground.
Give them a tail whip to the crotch.
Tail whip does lower their defense, and nothing's lower
Okay.
defense than dead.
But yeah. So yep, go ahead and shoot.
Okay, I'll shoot this one.
All right.
Every shot has been like lethally spot on.
Yeah, so he's still standing, and then you can order Greg with your bonus if you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you want to move him the 20 feet and then attack.
Yep.
right.
You
So that,
charge
and then do you want to go with the full health or the low health?
the full health.
Okay.
Do I need to click charge or?
No. You can just do them all. It automatically includes it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, that's where that extra 6 points of damage. Yeah, that hits. Damn. Yeah, see that bottom slashing is charge. Charge da. Yeah, no, he runs up and he just mauls the bat. Prixicon, you're just standing there and you see Greg charge up and burst through this bandit's chest like an alien.
Oh God.
He's charging and mauling. Yum 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 yum.
Greg.
He's so
What have you-
hungry.
And
What have
then
you been eating?
it's the last bandit. Yeah, you can see that every time he does something, those marks just glow. It's the last bandit, and he's like, "Yo, fuck this lizard." Does he? He does not hit Greg. He misses Greg.
Oh no, Greg turned towards him.
Yeah, Greg turned towards him. He's just like,
Greg's
"Oh."
scales are all like red with blood.
Yeah, no,
Turned around and he's just, yeah.
have Greg roll an attack because this guy gonna try to run.
oh no.
Because he's like, "Oh no, fuck this lizard."
Greg.
Oh fuck this lizard. Okay, yeah.
In the arms of an angel.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Clicks is
Rather
just like
in the
standing up
stomach
to
of a
go
lizard.
down. I'm like,
Yeah, you just see
what?
like Greg is just demolishing whatever happened to him is just like what the
Greg.
fuck.
Greg MVP. Greg.
He looks back at you, and you see that green glow that's in his markings is also in his eyes.
Sorry, Prixicon.
And then Prixicon, it's your turn.
Well, with them dead, protect the one being attacked, I guess. Yeah. Dee.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. It's Maxine's turn, and I was told
What's that at the top?
That's a
my tip.
moonbeam.
that's Moonbeam.
Just her tip.
Oh my.
I was
That's
told
my screen the whole time.
That was
Maxine-
Harvey's tip.
Oh, nothing. What the fuck? Nothing is lower than okay.
You know,
I mean,
on
yeah,
like
fair.
RPG loading screens when they give you like little tips.
Yeah. Let's see. I was told that if he wasn't back, he's going to use his action to change his face and run back with bonus action dash. All right.
So back
Rhoda.
to Maxine face,
Oh,
I'm
it's
guessing.
you.
Yeah.
Hey. Is this still hold on. Wait. Give me my beam
What?
back. Give me my beam back.
Right there?
It was bigger.
No, that's each square is 10 feet.
But there's more than one kobold next to each other.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's what
You
I
can
wanna
hold
do.
alt to do that.
I just want to hit both kobolds.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will tell you if it hits both kobolds or not.
Okay. Well, it should,
It doesn't always have to.
but it did
Sometimes-
this time.
Sometimes it just doesn't work that way.
They make a Constitution saving throw.
And they
oh,
fail
thank
and
God
die.
they failed.
And they both die.
I rolled real low.
And then there was one.
And then there was one
Can
who
I
is
use
I
going...
wonder-
my move action to make an intimidation check on the
No,
remaining?
no. It would be an action.
Fine.
And this one is going to attempt to run.
Oh, God damn it.
Because he has... Oh.
Can
I
you
mean,
run
on the
into
plus
moonbeam?
side.
Maxine very lucky. I forgot
What?
pack tactics.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Which would have offset
It would've
which would have
negated.
offset
Mhm.
yeah, which would have negated. Yeah, he dash, he run.
Regular or advantage for this?
Yeah, it would be regular.
Alright.
He
on.
run.
Yeah, was the other one also an 8? Yes, it was. What the fuck?
You just
Hey, I rolled 2 9s.
Bye.
I'm just gonna see what happened. Huh. Well, I got that one out of the way, I guess.
All right, Harvey.
Okay.
He running.
All Right. 10, 20, 30. Okay. I need to see how far he is away. Wow.
Exactly in firebolt range.
He is. Let's try it for a third time. Hopefully, I can get above a 9.
I think Nero, this just means Warhammer Nico bye bye, sword only.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I
You
rolled
have-
Firebolt needs
9
to go. Hang on, I'm
3
putting my dice
times.
in a digital dice jail. Give me a second.
I rolled 3 or 9 3. Well, I guess I rolled 3 times. That's my turn.
Blinks, it's your turn. He running.
What
He's
the,
I
what
have
is the
he's
size of a kobold?
small.
small.
Like
Like the same size as you.
okay, so it's not even like slightly bigger than me.
No, they're goblins and kobolds are roughly the same size.
Okay,
It might be slightly taller, but like not by much.
okay.
It's like maybe a few inches.
Yeah.
Um,
And even if that, it's mostly just because they got weird feet.
There's a joke there to be made, but I'm not going to do it.
I mean, it could be taller if you put a few more inches in him. There you go.
There you go. There's the
made it.
joke.
I made
There's a lot on the internet about that.
I know there is. That's why I made the joke.
I'm going to use my inspiration,
Okay.
and I'm going to see this kobold running away, breaking free from the shock of just seeing Greg just
Eviscerate 3 people back to back.
commit mass genocide on these humans. I'm gonna notch an arrow and let one fly
Okay.
at the kobold as it's running away.
Yep. So you get advantage.
Okay.
Roll again though because you get advantage.
Oh, on the.
Yeah, just in case you get a better roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
right.
you used your inspiration. Okay. So, yeah. So, Prixicon, you just see as you're like, "What are you doing, Warhammer? I trained with you." You just feel the like. It's like that scene in all anime where the bullet goes past the face, and the arrow just goes zooming, and that kobold gets it right in the back and dies. You have cleared out the bandit.
You made me think of a different scene. I'm just going to put it in a DM.
But yes. So there you go.
And Greg just comes bounding back, all happy.
You do. You come back with also that scene. You see that Greg comes back and he's got a little pouch in his mouth.
What you got there, Greg?
You take the pouch out and it's got 28 silver pieces and a few broken pewter candles or a few broken candles and a religious carving of the of Shantae.
Oh, so probably just stuff that was looted from the town.
Yeah.
Is he a Pokemon? Like, does he have pickup?
Yeah, good boy. No,
I
just
mean,
reach down and I'll give
he-
him his head like a
Good
little
payday.
He's
he
like, the
killed
battle's over. Here's a thing.
and
Yeah,
just
he-
like give him a pat on the head and then just like wipe the blood
Yeah,
off.
no, he
on
killed
my-
3 people. I'm
on my
gonna give him the
tunic.
ability to loot the body this time.
Fair enough.
That way, so now we don't have to search manually.
There we go.
Good lizard.
At least this one.
So are we running
No.
to the camp to get milk?
Yes. So, you guys gather yourselves up, and you guys make your way out, and you would get I would give you the short resting, but none of you really bonus from it except for Maxine, who's gonna roll a hit die, because I hurt Maxine very hard. All right, cool. So that's 8 plus. And then yeah, so you guys move for another couple miles, and eventually, you find a rocky plateau that has a hollow in the center that is roughly shaped like a horseshoe. Let me find you. Welcome
Hi
back.
back.
I hit you for many damage earlier, and then I spent a hit die to heal you back up.
Woo!
Also, no, everybody assumes you're still Maxine because I used your action to turn your face back.
Thank you.
Also, Greg murdered everything on his own.
Greg murdered very hard.
Greg is a monster.
Oh, great.
Greg
Like,
got a murder
did
boner.
no
We're not
less than
safe.
15 damage each time.
It's nuts.
Oh dear.
He's a good boy.
Not a deer, a lizard.
Shut up.
Where we got booped in.
Top left.
There.
Boop.
Oh,
Hello, fellow kobolds.
Boop. Boop. And boop. All right. Yes. So you guys are not that close to those kobolds. It's just that's where you guys are on the map, or to show you guys on the map.
What the-
Squares are all weird.
What was that?
the
Squares
squares are.
are
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this play's big. So yes. So, the lower portion of the plateau, as you that you can see, gently rises from the surrounding land, but it quickly steepens and ascends to about 150 feet above the landscape. So, like, this back wall is 150 feet tall.
Oh.
Boulders form jumbled heaps at the base of the cliffs, and the level shelves on the top of the plateau are covered in long grass and brush, and scrubby trees grow in patches. So basically, you see giant boulders. You see brush, which is about 4 to 6 feet tall. You can see from your vantage point off in the bit off in the ways, you see a guard tower on this plateau. You see a bunch of tents. You see shapes moving in and out all around the area. Everything kind of like, so like these kind are like different levels, so it's like kind of like a slope that so like the sides rise sharply while the floor of the hollow slopes up gradually toward the east. So like it starts kind of low and then kind of like builds up into the plateau. And yeah. So that this is where the trail has led you. And even though it's a little later than I thought, so Milk, you wake up. You have been thoroughly knocked out after being dragged across the land by a drake and then knocked around by some kobolds and some humans. You are tied up in a tent by yourself, and you're looking around. You can't really move, but you hear a voice that is faintly familiar to you, but you can't really place where. And it just says, "Your friends have arrived." It's the only thing it says to you.
Oh.
And you feel what is it? Your right eye kind of like not burns, but it feels like you just get this warm feeling from your eye, like one of those, like that kind of like warm feeling when you sleep on it too much, like when you weirdly sleep in a position and your eye kind of is like twitchy. And it's the that eye is the one that you know that turns blue whenever you cast magic.
I can't move. I can't move at all.
No, like you're super bound up. Um,
Can I detect magic?
yeah, actually, because that is your new invocation. So yes, so you use your new invocation, and you you cast the spell detect magic at will. The only magic that you really pick up in your surrounding area is yourself.
Close. I need to get out of here.
Uh, and yeah, that's so basically you're starting to regather your surroundings. Um, the shadows that peer through the tent doesn't show that there are any like guards in front of your tent or anything. They just seem to be they just seem to have left you wherever you are and are like, we got that thing. We got them bound up. We're good. Um as for the rest of the party, you're so you guys are more like on like one of these bluffs on the side kind of way where there's like a way down and you kind of see like more people coming through and whatnot. They pass by this little guard area that has for the four kobolds, and then they pass through. You see like one ends up passing through with like a gated wagon that has people inside of it. Another one is like they seem to be coming in with lizards that have some of those drakes that have their backs all piled high with loot. Um, but yeah, what would you like to do?
So we snuck in relatively undetected.
You haven't snuck in here. You're on the. You're. Was just to put you on the map.
Okay.
You
I
are.
actually
You
think
are.
there's not a lot of sneaking that we can do here if we're up on this cliff and going down a cliff.
You can attempt to sneak in.
I mean,
There are many ways you can sneak in.
if
Like
they're
you
not
can
paying attention, we could probably get down the cliff.
Maybe.
that, or I mean, or
Into like one of these tents.
that, or like I mean, you could. You do see. I will say, like some of the people you've seen aren't all wearing like a similar outfit. You could just try to bluff your way in.
I don't. I think that might work for. I don't know who that would work for in this party. Like Maxine.
Yeah, actually.
But the lion, the bird, the tiefling, and the goblin.
And the large iguana.
Yeah. Like
No, what's funny is
we're pretty.
I
If you squint, he might look like a ambush drake.
no, what's funny is I do technically have a non-deception based reason to be here
I,
because there
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
that's-
paper.
that's true. Do we know that?
Oh yeah.
Do we know that this is his camp?
You can assume you've been following the tracks of the bandits.
Can we just walk
And
up
it-
and be
and
like,
it-
we got this hee villain letter?
This he villain letter.
You're also under the assumption that he told people you were going to come. Or
Yep.
no, you're assuming that he may not have told anybody. And to be fair, you guys killed everybody who you came in contact with.
That's true.
Except the kobolds. You remember that big arena they made?
Oh,
True.
Oh yeah. So do we only see kobolds in this camp, or do we see like
No.
humans?
No. Like you've been seeing bandits come in. You see humans. You see kobolds. You see the drakes. You're actually seeing a band come in that's like 2 humans and a gnoll.
So what stops us from just walking up and asking for our halfling back?
And is it gnolls? That's weird.
I
I
mean,
mean,
murder.
Fair.
so
Like I'll say I will say this too. Um, to dissuade you from just walking up because I do not want to murder all of you. As much as it may have seemed, I wanted to murder all of you. I don't actually want to murder all of you. You see at least like everybody walking through. There's over 100 people here.
Oof.
okay. So um,
Greg could take like 50 of them.
Yeah.
that's probably very possible.
Yeah.
All right. So let's treat this as. I reckon we should treat this as reconnaissance. Let's not. I know our fashion so far has been guns ablazing, but maybe we take a different approach this time.
You say that, but we've been trying.
I suppose that's fair.
Prixicon.
Yes.
How many sets of manacles do you have?
2.
Oh, I don't like it, but I know what you're gonna do.
On.
All right.
Maxine kind of like chuckles to herself as Rhoda can 100% understand where she's going with this.
Let me see. What do I have? I have rope.
Rope can work
Wow.
too.
We are not. You guys are not suggesting what I think you're suggesting, are you? You're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting.
I mean,
We would be in the middle of their camp.
Well, it's just to get us through the front door. Then we could find our way around and hopefully find milk. Listen, Maxine kind of gestures to the entire camp. There's so many people here that once we get in there, there's a good chance we may get lost in the shuffle. This is just to get our foot in the door.
As you say that, you see a group coming through that's got like a human, a halfling, a bugbear.
Okay.
See?
This
I feel the
really-
need to ask, would me and Harvey recognize anything about them? You know why I'm asking.
Why don't the two of you make perception checks?
Could be worse.
Harvey doesn't. Prixicon, you notice one thing. The last van that walked in, the one with the bugbear,
Mm-hmm.
that actually reminds you of a group of bandits that are relatively known. Known as the Red Brand Brigands, that generally are mostly humans and halflings, but aren't against bringing in other people. And the previous group you recognize a bit as well as where did I pick their name? It's as the Black Dagger Bandits, who don't care what you are as long as you want to kill things and rob things. And you basically know them because they are both bandit groups that have been relatively spotted in the Sword Coast. So you know them from wanted posters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share this information with the rest of the party.
Whereas the bandits that attacked Green Nest weren't as distinct, but it definitely shows here that the ones that you're seeing come in are just different bandit groups that they must have hired, that this whole group must have hired for different mercenary reasons. Also, I will say, when I said you guys were on like the cliff, it wasn't like the 150 level cliff. It's like super far back, like where the plateau starts. It's just, again, I only have so much map.
Yeah.
I heard DM.
Any criminals that I recognize, who I may be able to like help like weasel my way in?
Why don't you also make a perception check?
Oh man, rolls aren't my strong suit tonight.
They're not.
Boy,
the
I
only-
know what you mean.
Listen,
Can't we just do theater of the mind?
I am doing theater of the mind with your rolls.
Okay.
This is the roll. I can feel it.
Woo!
So you notice both of those groups. You notice that you do recognize both those groups. You also recognize a group that's hanging out by like the nearest set of tents, away from the kobold guards,
Mm-hmm.
as the Stone Cold Reavers.
It's intense.
You know them as a bunch of sellswords that used to do honest work, but then when that work dried up, they're like, fuck it, brigandry and thievery.
How's my relationship with them?
You don't really have one.
Cool. Okay, I'll take
You-
that over bad.
That's the thing with with any of these bandit groups, you don't really have a relationship. You only, from your past, you really only have connections in certain specific people in Neverwinter and Waterdeep. You don't really have connections in bandit groups. I will say too, from you both, your knowledge, you do know that one of these groups that you've seen is very much in smuggling and slavery business. If that helps.
Which one?
The Red Brands.
Oh.
You remember.
I remember.
If we're gonna use anything, can we at least use the rope so that it's easier to get out of? We're still on that idea.
Maxine kind of like nods her head. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's
So,
what we're doing.
so there's a couple. Maxine also gives the information of everyone she just saw.
Maxine, I
Cooperating with
will say, because your perception was so high, you do notice that the security right now is
Mhm.
very lax. Like, it's literally just those 4 kobolds. Nobody else is giving a fuck.
Oh. So like we may just be able
Well,
to
if we
just
could
walk
just
in
sneak
over
in.
here and just
Like,
call it
But
a
we've
day.
tried sneak. Here's the problem with
Like,
sneaking.
these guys are kind of like going back and forth and whatnot, checking anybody who comes in the area. But like, it's just those 4, and even then, they're kind of just like very like, what you got? All right, what group you with? All right, like they're kind of like looking at it like it's lax.
So we could just straight up lie.
Yeah, like you may see a group even come in that's like just wounded stragglers. You
But
know, like
if,
the group that Greg just murdered.
But if that half dragon sees Prixicon, that's gonna be a problem. I mean, we could try and avoid him.
I mean, again, you're also assuming that he cares enough.
I guess that's
You're
true.
putting a lot of assumptions on a single person. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong. I'm just saying you're also going under a lot of assumptions.
I mean, yeah, that's all we have.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying you're going under a lot of assumptions.
Okay,
so
okay. We always spend so much time planning, and then it never works out. So we should just do it. Thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we gonna go with the we're captives, or are we gonna go with we're gonna just try and lie to them?
Let's just walk in and lie and just see what
Alright.
happens.
I gotta tell you, folks, as a man of the book, I'm not so good at lying.
makes you sound like a priest.
I'm not
It's only-
good at it either.
Oh,
Hail,
I
mighty
am.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Well,
I know it's only 30 feet, but I'm gonna try to use my telepathic communication to just try to talk to any of my teammates.
God.
Yeah, no.
It's only 30 feet, but you never know. They might pop
Then
in.
you, then, you need, then you need to see them.
Doesn't say I have to see them. I can just communicate with the creature.
I'm going to say
I
you
know
need
my
to see them.
teammates. Oh,
I'm saying you need to see them because otherwise it's just like
well,
how do you know that there's a creature there?
DM, what were the three bandit groups again?
The three that you've seen are the Red Brand Brigands, the Stone Cold Reavers, and the Black Dagger Bandits.
Black Dagger Bandits.
Yes, that's the last one.
Gotcha.
okay.
So yeah, that's. Maxine's like, yeah, sure, I can lie if we don't want to go with the whole prisoner plan. That's fine.
All right.
Like
guess that's
twiddling
what
her
we're
thumbs, like
doing.
I never get to do that.
Harvey pulls out the weathered spear that he kept from one of the bandits to make him look more bandity, since he doesn't do melee, and he puts it on his back, kind of.
Okay. So do you guys so in that case, are you guys just like gonna walk up? Try to walk in?
Yeah.
I think
And we're
that's the
trusting
plan.
Maxine to lie.
Okay. So
Though I can say, given my occupation, would I be able to, for lack of better phrasing, imitate?
you'd be able to put on the posture. It's
Yeah.
relatively easy for you.
I would like to try that as a way of doing the help action. Actually,
Okay.
being someone who looks like a big ruffian.
I was gonna say you also have the size going for you. So yeah. So you see the four kobolds as you walk up. They kind of just like look. They finish letting in a group of wounded bandits. And they look back and they see you guys, and one of them just puts up a hand and is like, "All right, who you?"
Maxine kind of like scoffs a bit, like if she's like deeply offended, and speaks in Draconic. Excuse me, who am I? Who are you to question who we are? We are the go away notifications.
I like that name. I'm for it.
We are the go away notifications. We are the Rough Raven Raiders. Yeah. And we're here due to a call that the Red Brands gave us about possible slave trades going on with townsfolk. So unless you want to impede on that business and cause an issue here, I suggest you kindly move the fuck out of our way, little one.
It kind of just looks at you and goes, "You're talking pretty big for someone we've never heard of. Not even on our list." And he just taps the air as if there's a
And,
clipboard there.
Uh,
Why don't you?
did he say that in common?
No, this is a response in Draconic.
Gotcha.
Why don't you make me an intimidation, because that was more intimidating than more over the. There was more intimidation in that deception. And then get advantage because Prixicon is standing behind you, looking menacing.
Yay? I forgot to hit advantage. Hold on.
Yeah, just say again.
Jesus Christ, without my glasses, I can't see shit. There we go.
Yeah, so the one talking to you doesn't seem to give a shit for what you're saying, but then this one comes over and is like, he's like, all right, fine. Come on in. And then, so the one that came over and whispered kind of looks at you, Maxine, as you walk by, and then puts his two clawed fingers together and makes like a bird sign.
Hey.
I'd like to
Maxine
remember
kind of
that
winks at
bird
him.
sign.
What was that?
That bird sign it did, I'm gonna remember that.
No, I have a picture.
Why don't you insight that, Rhoda, since you're trying to remember it?
Sure.
Just because.
Maxine does wink at it as she walks by.
Greg is just going to walk up, pass, and just give it a little bit of a sniff, and then
looking
keep walking.
looking at it as it makes that bird sign, Rhoda, you get the instinct feeling it literally just did that because the word raven was in the title. It has no idea what your sign would be.
No, yeah, but the thing is, it made one up for us. I'm going to remember it, and I'm going to use it elsewhere.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know that this thing is just like tweet tweet.
Nope, we just established the lore.
Nice.
Was it like you put your thumbs together and you hold
He
backwards?
twisted his thumb. He twisted his thumb together and then wagged his wagged his fingers.
You guys remember Napoleon Dynamite when they do the bird?
I was just about to say it's like that one scene from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I hate that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable once, and then it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, next to fucking Borat. And not dumb in a fun way.
It was
I like.
okay.
Remember when the
I
one
like
guy shot
Borat.
the cow?
What was it?
The guy shot the cow.
So, you guys get in, and a strong breeze comes through. And some of the tents flap, and you see something in one of the tents. Ta-da!
Hey.
You're
And
on the screen again, Milk.
Milk, you as the wind comes through the horseshoe, the flaps open, and you see your friends in the distance, and they see you.
I don't really do much, but I noticed them.
Harvey, he nudges Clinks is the closest person. He nudges Clinks, and well, I guess everybody sees Milk, and we all kind of recognize that we all see Milk.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
silently and sort of like nod and
Share
eye
ideas,
contact.
4 feet.
Okay. I speak low. I'm like, okay, so we're in. We see Milk. Now we do actually need a plan. But might be able to just carry Milk out as a captive. The only other issue is that we did tell the governor we were trying to figure out more. And actually, it would behoove us to figure out more, because this is a huge apparent meeting spot for bandits, and they all seem to be collaborating for some reason.
Behind.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Yeah, bandit. Just bandit.
Like a Pokemon.
Make a charisma check.
Bandit.
In fact, all of you make a charisma check.
Can I make it with wisdom because I know
No.
how to act in certain situations?
No, this is a specific reason.
Dang it.
Just
Straight charisma or
Straight charisma.
Oh.
No
Oh,
modifier.
Oh.
That's
I'm
fitting.
gonna hate
This
this.
is Harvey's literally like bandit.
Hey, guess what? You're all fine.
in this situation, wouldn't it be better to have like low charisma because we would just look like one of these idiots?
You just
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't imagine bandits are like
as of right now,
bards of the tavern sort of thing.
it is. Well, no. Okay, so this is more of a. Do they recognize you?
So how much we stood out? I miss all the time, so they're not gonna notice me. All right.
As of right now, it is a very low DC.
Considering I beat it, yeah.
And what is it? Then the guy who walked past you just stops and goes, "Oh, wait a minute." Boop boop boop. He comes back. He goes, he looks at Maxine. He's like, "So guards told me you're here for some of the slave trade?"
Yes, we are.
Got some pretty
Kindergarten.
nice. He's like, I got some. We got some pretty good ones over with the over in the tents. If you want to take a look.
Yes, I would love to. Anything in the smaller humanoid department.
He kind of looks up and he's like, "Yeah, we got a few."
Alrighty then, please lead the way.
Is anybody else going to be going with Maxine the slave trader?
Hmm.
Well, we have to look like we're part of the same group, right?
I mean, you can split up right now. You're all inside. You don't see all of the bandit groups hanging out with only their bandit group. You see everybody like kind of dispersed and all over the place.
I think.
Harvey's gonna stick with Maxine.
I'm gonna go. As the lawman, I'm gonna go see if there is more I can recognize.
What about Clinks and Rhoda? Are you gonna go with Maxine? You gonna go with Prixicon? You gonna go off on your own?
I think
Yep.
it's probably. Did that line just move?
It did by accident.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even select that line.
I was about
Um,
to say, I'm like, oh my god.
It's supposed to be on a different layer.
Did I tell Greg to go with PrixCon and I'll go with Maxine?
Yeah.
Greg, follow the big line, man. And Greg's just like, yeah. And just waddled beside.
He goes
PrixCon.
bleh, and then you still see like there's some blood still on his teeth.
I mean, that'll help sell the illusion.
Rhoda, what about you?
Well, I just got left by myself. I'm gonna just duck in the nearest tent if it's. I'm just gonna duck in the nearest tent and hide.
Yeah, you can do that.
Me and Greg are gonna go see if we can find out more.
Alrighty. So, my group of wayward slavers.
Hello.
Nothing like that.
Uh-huh.
Why are you all the way over there? Yep. So he brings you to a group of tents, and Maxine, you notice that it is all of the most of the bandits around here are red brands, and they kind of just all like they kind of all like give you the head nod, like sup, yep. And yes, so you are shown some person and a person and a person and a milk.
You know, there's
Milk.
good for the bone.
He goes, yeah, these are some of the new acquires.
So like Maxine like gives like a look over all of them and then stops at Milk. How much for the little one there?
I mean, all right. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I know we kind of put the call out, but we're not really supposed to be selling. But as long as we get some proceed and give them over to the boss, and you know it's all good. So, how much you willing to pay right now?
No, this looks kind of
They do look a bit scraggly.
right and dirty.
I'm
Well, I
gonna
mean,
try to look.
They did just come from a pretty backwater country town village place. So,
I'm
and I
gonna try
mean,
to look.
some of them got dragged away by some of the drakes that the bosses hold. So,
So it can't even really read and write, so its resale value is gonna be pretty low.
I sucked my gut in to look even more malnourished.
more malnourished.
This is awful, you guys.
And he's just like, yes, I mean, like I said, we're just trying to make some coin. These are the ones we're allowed to, deal with. So, like I said, what are you willing to offer? And we'll see. We'll take it from there.
I'll give you 2 gold for the small one.
Ooh, gold. Come on. This thing is barely worth
mean-
2 silver.
I'm pretty sure I can get at least 15 in Luskin.
True, but you expect that thing to survive till you get there. Come on, look, the thing looks it's about to kill over any second. Plus, it's probably going to end up being food for my goblin. Pointing at Clinks.
He goes, all right, here, I'll make you a deal. 7 gold, and I'll give you this fancy book it had as well. Normally, we would only sell the people. Their objects usually become ours, but I'll give you the fancy book.
He kind of looks over to Harvey and looks at him and says, well, what do you think? Do you think our coffers can handle that, or should we just kind of skip on this one and see if we find another one?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the idea that it's like, why didn't Milk rejoin the party? Party didn't want to pay for him. Party didn't want to bail him out.
You have to miss the game for 2 weeks and then you come back and we don't even want you back.
Scrawny little fuck.
I'm gonna go start my own.
I'm gonna start my own D&D
Damn.
game with blackjack and hookers.
Harvey goes, how about this? How about 6 gold? And we'll consider this the beginning of our arrangement, since we'll need to come back for more. So this time we'll take this one for 6 and the book, and next time we'll buy at least triple. At least triple. I can guarantee.
All right, here we go. How about this? I'll knock off a gold. We'll go with 5 gold. Nice, even. You know, it's a third of what I asked, of what we were going to ask, but I like your face. Well, more, I like her face. And he points at Clinks. And he's just like, I like her face. You're all sketchy. But we like sketchy. So I'll give you the book. I'll give you the halfling. 5 gold. But I'll watch you. If I see you make any money, you have to come back and buy someone else.
I reckon
Deal.
that seems fair.
Solid.
Okay.
There you go. 1 halfling. I'll take that 5 gold now.
Hi.
Maxine
I'll-
pays him 5 gold.
All right. Thank you.
I'll be a good halfling. I swear.
You're good halfling.
You better. All right, let's
Maybe we should just tie some rope around him just to make sure.
You just
Yep.
Have him on a little on a leash.
like a little baby Bjorn leash with a little monkey on the back, like one of
I,
those child leashes.
A little backpack.
A backpack.
I,
He also hands you, Maxine, the a book, and it is a tome that has a 7-pointed blue star on it with a black gem in the center.
is would Harvey recognize that book?
Oh fuck no.
Okay.
Must resist every urge to sell book. Okay then. Maxine kind of takes the book and kind of like kicks Milk a bit, like to kind of like shoo it along.
Right. All right.
As then Maxine like turns around and realizes that none of the rest of the party's behind her, and she's like, "Ooh, okay."
Let's split the party.
Yep. And then you guys head off.
Yep. So now we gotta find, because we don't know where Rhoda went, and we don't know where Prixicon went. But I guess
Yeah.
Greg knows. Greg knows where Prixicon went.
Because while that was going on, I was looking, and Greg is dancing.
Greg's just like
You look. I will say too. real
rubbing
quick,
against his legs as he just circling around him like a little dog.
you look back, Maxine, and the guy you just paid gets into a fight with another one, and then immediately gets knocked out with a bottle.
Awesome.
Sounds about right.
While we're slightly perusing, do we hear any talks about what might be between any of the groups about what's happening next?
No, I'm gonna say your attention was more just on making sure you got Milk back safe.
Okay.
But the guy who could recognize that you bought a person is now effectively knocked the fuck out.
Lucky.
Oh.
So you
okay.
guys go over there,
If-
and
Yep.
If they're coming back this way, Rhoda's gonna poke her head out and be like, "Psst, psst, psst, psst."
yep, you see Rhoda poke her head out, and you guys can make your way over to Rhoda. They have a
got-
milk.
We got a halfling. It was cheaper
was
than
a good-
you would think.
All right,
We
That
got
was a
for
good
steel.
purchase.
come here,
Um,
Milk.
I
I will do the figuring out of the what's wrong with her.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. Like, are you
Oh.
okay? Are you beat up?
She-
Do
she
you
got a-
have a
she got a-
concussion?
She got a bump on the head. That's about it. Oh, her leg is
Sorry.
kind of bit up, but it's a bit healed. It's healed over time.
I'm starving.
Okay, I'll give you
Oh,
food.
well.
Also, her arms are still bound.
we
Kind of
can't-
hot, but I would like to have my arms back.
Can I untie her arms and then like retie them in front of her loosely?
Well, I mean,
Or are
You
you,
don't
not
really-
considered a slave anymore?
There you go.
If you're not a slave
Freedom.
anymore, you don't have to be rebound, right?
Yes, please let me go.
Okay, well here. And here's some food.
I thought we were supposed. If we're letting her go, I thought we were supposed to get 3 wishes first.
And here's some water. She's not a genie.
Yes. So you release milk. You eat a ration. So Rhoda, knock off a ration. And then the book that was in Maxine's hand disappears and reappears inside Milk's hands.
And just like that, the thought of selling the book has disappeared.
Uh,
I like it.
yeah, Milk, you know that is your book of shadows.
I need this book.
You're not really sure where it came from. You just know that it is yours and that it was a gift to you.
Mhm.
And it kind of just appeared.
Just a heads up, Mr. DM. This
Yeah.
is basically the path.
Okay. Well, let's see. What we'll do is we're gonna keep you there because we're going to call it here, and then we'll pick up with you next week.
Mhm.
Because
Ah.
Milk back.
it's 10 p.m. I want to make sure that Milk got back into the party. So I had to facilitate a sale of person to get Milk back into the party ASAP.
There you go.
You guys, we did it.
We
Yeah.
did it.
Yep.
So
That's
it's
Campaign
bad.
over.
second session this week.
Yay!
We saved Milk.
You
We
yes.
gotta catch Milk up. Gotta have a second session this week.
Anybody got time for that? Unfortunately.
I think I'm the only one who does.
Yeah.
Everyone just call out of work tomorrow. Trust me, you got one free day.
There you go.
They can't fire you for calling out one day.
But yes, you guys have found the bandits' camp. You have found that there are many bandits being brought in for whatever scheme is going on. There are hundreds here,
Mhm.
or many tens of and hundreds of, up to hundreds of. And you have regained your lost party member through very disturbing means.
Yeah, we bought a person.
You bought a person.
So we're going to
Yay.
need you to raise up 5 gold for us, please.
We saved you. Please pay us.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I was
a
about to say I paid them back.
it's a bail, right? So
It is essentially a bail. We're not. That wasn't slavery. They bailed you out of prison.
there you go.
They paid your bail bump.
Oh, funny
Yes.
story.
I purposely got captured so you guys would know where their camp was.
Good
Oh, clever.
Yes,
I
good
knew
game.
what I was doing the whole night.
game. Thank you.
Funny story. There is